So how are you guys doing today? I'm going to start by greeting you the way Muslims greet each other all around the world. And that's by saying, Assalamu alaikum. And the response to that is, Wa alaikum assalam.
It was important for us to go into schools to have an impact on the future generation of Americans and how they perceive Islam and Muslims.
Very good. So that's what I had on this first slide here.
Well, the 7th grade social studies curriculum is medieval world history, and the first unit that we do is the Islamic world, so the beginning of Islam and then the expansion of Islam. ING provides a connection to the present. Whenever you're teaching history, it's useful to make things relevant to kids, to things that are actually going on. And also with Islam being in the news so much and people developing stereotypes about Muslims and what they're like, I think it's great to have somebody who is actually a Muslim come in and say, here's what I believe in and here's the way we practice.
It's real important for us to make sure there's not even an appearance of doing anything improper in a classroom. So we try as much as possible to say Muslims believe this or Muslims practice this.
I wouldn't be comfortable with it if it was in any way proselytizing, but it's not. You know, I've seen their presentations in the past and they're not trying to promote Islam, they're just trying to promote tolerance by explaining what Islam is.
We believe ourselves to be very close to people who are Christian or people who are Jewish. Islam, Judaism, and Christianity, we feel, are very closely linked.
It's an opportunity to meet somebody who has actual experience with the thing that we're studying, and some of the kinds of questions that kids like to ask, sometimes we can't answer. Like one of the kids had asked me when we were talking about how you face Mecca when you pray, they said, well, what if you're in an airplane, and how do you know which way you face? And I said, that's a great question. That's something that you can ask our speaker when they come next week.
Yeah? Good question. So Muslims, as you know, don't eat pork and don't drink any kind of alcohol or take any kind of drugs.
The parts of the presentation that the kids seemed really sparked their interest were when, for instance, he showed them his prayer rug and he demonstrated how Muslims pray and stuff like that. That's tangible rather than just, giving information verbally.
What we mostly try to accomplish is to bring the subject matter to life for kids, that this is real, that there are people out there that are practicing this religion, and they're good people.
Ideally, they'd learn about the religion, about Muslims as a people, as a culture, as a part of the fabric of American society.
If ING were not available, I'm not sure who would replace them. I'd have to buy curriculum materials. I may have had to bring in speakers that I had to pay for. None of this cost us anything. This is great stuff, and all we have to do is pick up the phone. We haven't had at our high schools any hate crimes or any issues that any family or any parent or any student has come forward with, and again, particularly since 9/11 in the entire school district. I think ING has played a direct and indirect role in that.
We also believe in Muhammad.